Hey everybody, today I'm going to be making chicken enchiladas and ground beef enchiladas. Both recipes are real simple and easy, and I am going to kind of use a recipe that I saw on Love Missy XO for her chicken enchiladas, except I'm changing just a little bit, but I'm using enough of the recipe that I want to give her recognition. And then the ground beef enchiladas are just the way I've made them for years, and it's so simple you just won't believe. So anyway, before I get started, I have wanted to show something, but I've been waiting till I can get through my box of cards because, you know, I have not started yet, but I'm going to send everybody a card that sent me one, but because I was sick, all that got interrupted. So I've been hoping to get that started so I can get to her card, or her and her family's card, and get their name. And I haven't done it yet, but I want to go ahead and show you what they sent me for Christmas, and then when I find their card, I'll mention their name. But I thought this was so unusual, and I hope you can see. Well, is that backwards to you? Anyway, okay, I think that's right. It's etched in the 9x13 glass plate, or glass casserole dish. And it's got the utensils, Jan's kitchen, and the mixer. And I just love it. I think that's so unique and so thoughtful, as well as what everybody has done for me. So that is that. And I'm going to go ahead and get it out of the way. And thank you very much. And I'm gonna go ahead and start with I think the beef burritos I'll do first. I've gone ahead and fried the meat. I'm gonna go ahead and do it a little more to get it back hot. And this is just ground hamburger meat, but I had some plant-based meat, hamburger type meat, that I needed to use, and I didn't know what I would use it in. So I added it with this, and my family doesn't know. And the only way they'll find out is if they watch this video or somebody tells them. So I'm hoping that if they find out, that they're not too upset with me, because it's probably very good. We'll see. But I've got the meat. I'm trying to get it where you can see. Okay, I've got the meat in here, and what I'm going to do is take this can of the chopped green chilies, and I got mild. My son is here and he requested this meal, but he likes it hot and we can't eat hot, so I got these mild. But I'm going to show you something that he's going to try on his to make it hot. So into this, I'm going to put half the chilies. And I'm going to stir it up a little bit. And I'm also going to take this enchilada sauce, and I'm just going to put enough on the meat where when you eat it, it's not real dry. So I'm going to stir it up a little bit. And I put about maybe a little over 1/4 of the can. And so I'm going to heat that up. And while that's heating, I'm going to show you what I got. I didn't get it intentionally to put on these. As a matter of fact, I think it's maybe something that you put on Chinese food or Korean food. But there's a man on YouTube that eats this. He travels all over sharing food and trying food. And he loves this, and he eats it on everything. And I didn't even know you could buy it in the store. But I told my son about it, and he could try it on it. But it's fiery chili oil. And he calls it hot chili. Which, when hot, I mean hot like it's been heated. But anyway, my son's going to try that. And I just happened to see it in the store. It's got the peppers in the bottom. So if you like something hot, this will probably do the trick. And so anyway. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut this off because it's gotten hot enough. And I'm going to roll the burritos. And so I have this size 8-inch burritos. You use whatever size you want to use. So I'm just going to lay a burrito down. And I have this Fiesta blend cheese I'm going to use. And trying to make sure nothing's hot. And so I'm going to put a nice big scoop of the meat, and then a nice amount of cheese on it, and then just roll it up. Ouch, that's a little bit hot. And then just put it in the casserole dish. So I'll do another one. And so that's all you do until you get your casserole dish full. So I'm going to go ahead and get it finished, and then I'll be right back and we'll start the chicken burritos. Okay, I was able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 burritos that are nice and full. And to that, I'm just going to put the rest of the enchilada sauce. And I like a lot of sauce because the tortillas soak up a lot of it, and I like it saucy, so just pour that over it, and then take your cheese and sprinkle that over it. And you just put as much cheese as you want. And so I believe that'll be good for us. And so it's not going to take but a minute to get the other burritos done. So I'm going to go ahead and just stick this on in the oven. And I actually put it too hot. It's supposed to be 350. And for some reason, I put it on 450. Okay. Now, we're going to get started with the chicken. So what you need to do is take about 3 tablespoons of butter and put it in your pan and let it melt. Go out. And then, let me say about the other video I forgot to tell you. I put some of this, the dried onion in it, and I forgot to tell you, you can use dried onion, fresh onion, whatever you want to do if you like onion. So, you let this butter melt, and I have got to look at the recipe again. Okay. So once you have your butter melted, then you want to add 3 tablespoons of flour. And whisk that up or stir it up. You kind of want to get the flour taste off of the flour by letting it brown just a little bit. So we'll just stir that up. And when you do put these in the oven to cook, they go about a half hour or so. And then they should be ready. So you should do this about maybe a minute, something like that. Should work good. And then what I did, this is, as you can see, my chicken that's been shredded. And you all know that I get the rotisserie chicken from Sam's Club that comes only breasts. And so I took 4 of those and I put them in this pan with 2 cups of water, a little more than 2 cups of water. And I let them, they were frozen, and I let them thaw out. And then I shredded them, and what broth we have left we're going to use in this. I'll show you, it's nice and rich. And so I think I'm going to use this. And you want to get a nice, kind of like a gravy to go over your enchiladas. So we'll stir that up and it'll thicken in a moment. And I'm going to get my recipe again. Okay. So this is getting the thickness, or starting to thicken. And I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. And we're going to add about a cup of sour cream. And so that looks like about a cup. So go ahead and get that stirred up. Also, for a little more flavor, and you can add this to your beef enchiladas too. I'm going to add a pack of taco seasoning. And to be real honest with you, if I hadn't have forgotten in the beef one, I would have added it, but I forgot. So add that. And then add the rest of your chilies. Just give it a stir. And I cut the burner off already. Now here is my chicken that's been all shredded up. So we're going to go ahead and start rolling it. So here's the burrito. Here's the chicken. If you have a little bit you might want to shred a little bit better, go ahead. And here is a bone that's not supposed to have bone in it. Anyway, I'm wondering if that might be a little too much meat. Okay. Put a little of the sauce on it. This cheese is the worst for falling everywhere. Put cheese on it. And roll it up. Now we'll have to move on to another pack. Okay. Put your chicken on it. Don't overload with the chicken. Sometimes I think it kind of makes it not as good if you put too much. Okay, put your chicken on it. Put some of this. And some cheese. Roll it up. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the chicken ones. I'll come back and show you then. We'll get them in the oven, and then we'll be back and try them. So I was able to get 7 chicken enchiladas, and there's a little bit of chicken left, but no room in the pan. So what I'm going to do is take the rest of this sauce and just kind of put it over the enchiladas. Sorry for that scratching. I know that can really get on your nerves. Okay. Now I'm going to put some cheese on it. And then I'm going to put it in the oven for about a half hour, and we'll come back and give it a try. And let me show you. This is the before, and we'll come back and see the after. The burritos are finished, and we're going to have my son, this is Caleb,
Hey.
as the taste tester. And if you look closely, you'll see he looks a lot like Abraham Lincoln. So anyway, I'm going to put you down and let you see what they look like. This is the chicken. And then I really have a problem with this. This is the ground beef. So once they get on the plate, you'll get to see better. So I will just get one of each up on the plate, and then we're going to let Caleb try it. And it smells really, really good. It's hard to get the first one out. And I completely tore that one up. I guess it just means he'll have to chew less. But anyway, there's that one, and now I'm going to get the chicken one. And that one came out really nicely. So this is what they look like. And I'm sorry that that one tore up, but that's what it looks like inside. And also now I'm going to let Caleb try it. Which one are you going to try first? Come up this way.
I'm going to try the beef one first.
Okay. Don't burn your mouth.
That's really good. You did really good on that.
Thank you. Now he's gonna try the chicken. And this just came out of the oven, so Caleb, not such a big bite. He's gonna burn his mouth. These would be so good with sour cream. That's how I'm gonna have mine.
That's delicious. You did really good.
Thank you. So, both of these are a winner. And I appreciate you watching. I'm glad you got to meet my son. I'm very proud of him and love him. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.